So people know what this is, yes, or if you're awake, that is, I should say, yes. You see at the top, it's from the United Nations. Yeah, not a good idea to take transforming the world ideas from them. They haven't done a good job up to this point, but apparently our healthcare profession seems to think that, yeah, there's 17 unsustainable development goals that they call sustainable. This is going to change everything, transform everything. Yeah, it's not. So most people have seen this. And then you come to this. What's in the middle of this? Oh, well, it says COVID-19 pandemic, because I don't remember if it was Noah Yuval Harari or good old Klaus Schwab himself that said that the COVID-19 pandemic has given us the opportunity to transform the world. Oh, of course it did. Yeah. So these two, the 17 unsustainable development goals that our healthcare profession decided to get on board with. That's all part of your health equity, diversity, inclusion, equity, okay, that I've talked about many, many times. The UN, I mean, here is just a common sense thing. The UN has failed at everything that they were supposed to do as an organization in their history. There's been more trafficking from them, drugs, human beings, you name it, any kind of trafficking under the sun. They do not keep people. Most countries are petrified of the blue helmets, the UN, guards. I mean, when they go in, and they're supposedly peacekeeping, yeah. So many of them just happen to rape young women and children, yeah. So, yeah, the very fact, that's why it just disgusts me. How could our healthcare profession get on board with these people? They're just not right up here. So this is all of their goals. It's ridiculous. But this is, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, yeah, they used COVID-19, obviously. But, so think, this has been in the works for many years. Long before COVID, this was in the works. So just put the pieces together. But this is where the holistic thing comes into, okay? Because they will use any avenue that they can to bring people into it. All right? So that whole holistic group, and Joe Rogan's in that, and I'm not trying to say they're bad people. I'm just saying that they know how to be manipulative, put it that way. Because holistic, let me show you this. Holistic, a practice of medicine that focuses on the whole patient and addresses the social, emotional, and spiritual needs of a patient as well as their physical treatment. Okay, yeah, I'm all for that. The way the globalists will use it, though, is I think that they see the whole as everyone is one. And you can even make the argument in the Bible, because God says, all that are with him are one, but one in spirit. We're still all each individuals. So anytime, this is why I don't like collectiveness. I just don't. It's because, again, collectiveness is very cultish. And holistic is a doctrine. Yeah, it goes back to the sciences and psychology. Like most people think, they hear holistic, they think, oh, it's natural and it's nature made. And yeah, no, not for the globalists. They are looking at not you, the individual, even though they won't tell you. It's the whole. That's why they need to pull as many people into their big ball of energy and light, and we're all going to bring it's so false, all of it. I'm sorry to say, I really am. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I hope I just, it's so even though holistic, it means, yes, the whole person, all the different parts of the whole need to be addressed. That's really, what Chinese medicine, all that stuff, okay? But the way the globalists look at it is you are a component to the whole part. And you could see how they would pull people into this. You can, because people would say, yes, we all need to rise. We all need to transcend into waking up and seeing the truth. And then we'll all follow RFK Jr. and the transcendent people and the Marianne Williamsons on their ball of lights. Just like the COVID was a big ball of lights, or not a big ball of light, but a big ball of spike proteins. And we're one of those spike proteins. Yes, because if you've ever noticed some of the pictures of the sustainable picture, like let's go back to this at the top, the circle. There's some of it where there's the spike proteins coming out. They don't say that's what it is, but it's exactly what it is. Because that's what brought them to, oh, everything's falling apart. We've destroyed businesses. People that are willing to destroy your lives, your businesses, your economy, your healthcare system, those are not the people you want to come in and fix it. Now, that is what their plan is, though. When it all collapses, oh, the UN, oh, we have to come in, and this is how we're going to raise everybody. They need to all transcend, or, we may just have to take people out. That's how this stuff, I know I'm talking faster. That's how this stuff, though, gets to the crazy end, is because everybody has to do the same thing. So everybody has to transcend in order for the UN, the World Economic Forum, the people that don't have any understanding of God or spirituality because they don't believe in God. They believe in transhumanism, for God's sake. Sorry, God. Taking his name in vain. But that's what they believe in. Okay? These are not the people you want telling you, how to reach your way to enlightenment or to God. Yeah, God doesn't make it as complicated as these people either, okay? But they will take the whole as meaning everyone. So what does that mean if you don't transcend? Because, see, this is why I hate collectivism. I understand it to a certain degree. We're all on the same page, yeah. But when you're all on the same page with the World Economic Forum or the UN, you can't expect to have good results. I'm just saying, you can't. Because they haven't shown any, the UN itself has not shown any success, a track record of being success in the world. Okay, they just can't. They write a ton of papers, sort of like the nursing profession at the top does. They write a ton of papers saying this and that. It's all their data and their spreadsheet. Do they ever just go and do the lived experience and see if any of that shit is true? No, they just go by what the experts say. Yeah, so I'm just saying this is all. That's what gives me the heebie-jeebies about the holistic. And I'm not against herbs and all that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's going to be used as a design. And it already is, to pull people in that we have to raise in consciousness if we want to come out of the lies. Because we have been living in lies. So this is a perfect way for them to use it, to pull people in. Because people that don't have any faith will easily fall into that path. Oh, of course this makes sense. And yes, I just need to meditate. And I'm not against meditation. I'm just saying that there's an unrealistic component to this that can eventually lead, especially with people like the UN and World Economic Forum, is that if you don't transcend, you're holding the whole up. Because that's what they care about. That's why Klaus Schwab has talked before in the past about the hive mind. We all have to be one. Yet you want to be one with Jesus in spirit. You do not want to be one with these people. No. That's crazy land. Literal crazy. It's Klaus Schwab. It's Agenda 2030. We all must transform. We all must get on board with the sustainable and sustainable development goals. There's 17 of them. We will accomplish them once we destroy your country. Does that make any sense at all? Yeah, that's why you shouldn't listen to those people, okay? Because, this is the same place, the UN, that with our open borders. You'd think the UN would come out and say, you guys should really close your borders. It's a health risk. It's a risk to your economy. It's a risk to your healthcare system. It's a risk to everything in your country, having open borders for 3 years. Yeah, UN doesn't do that, though. Like I said, they have no track record of success. So I'm just saying, pay attention, because when they talk about being a whole, they mean being one of those spike proteins, and you're on the whole with everyone else. So when you're talking that everybody needs to transcend to appease the UN and World Economic Forum, I just wonder what happens for those that don't transcend like they like. I'm just a question. I don't have an answer to that. I'm just saying that when you're dealing with these kinds of people, that's the problem with collectivism. If somebody's telling you what to believe, and just seek God. As it says in the Bible, God is the true and only teacher.